June 3rd, 2026. We're going to go over all of the solutions that occurred in TQQQ or NQ futures, NASDAQ today. And so far, the upward momentum is continuing. What we want to look at every day and what we want to keep a close eye on is the volume. And notice how the volume is... Look how we have a decreasing volume while we're maintaining this upward trend, which means we have not hit the ceiling yet. And when we do hit the ceiling, you're going to notice that the red volume will start to increase, and you're going to see a break in trend. You're going to see a clear break in trend. What do I mean by that? Well, there's obvious breaks in trends that occur, and this one is no different. You can see, I mean, you could draw lines anywhere, obviously. The lines don't mean anything. But what means something is when you have a change in trend with a change in volume. And if you stack that on top of momentum, you start to get some good confluences and asymmetrical distributions of probability, which is edge. That's how we make money. We're going to go over the solutions that occurred today. We're going to start right here at the market open. Market opens, and we see this is the 1 hour chart so far on the very left. And then we have the 15-minute right here, and then we have the 5-minute here. So we open, and we bounce off of what? We bounce off of pre-market high. Nice solid bounce right off of it. Strong candle. That selling pressure continues and penetrates right through previous day's high. And then we come up to previous week's high. This purple line here. Come back up to VWAP, and we don't even touch VWAP. We get close, and then we have the most violent sell-off. And this was my first trade of the day. How did I know to enter? Because here at 8:43, where my entry was, we had a change in momentum. We had a momentum go not against the overall trend, because remember, everything is going down. Look at the 1 hour, look at the 15, look at the 5, everything's going down, right? So we're not going down, we're up, 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 boom, we fall. That's the alignment. That was the trade for the first trade of the day, first solution, 8:43. Now we're going to go over to the next solution that occurred at 8:57. And this was a little bit hard to catch because of the momentum data. It was a very subtle difference. You can see the momentum histogram value right here where I'm circling. So look, histogram is 14 basically. See how that says 0.014? So we're calling that 14, and look what the next one is. 14. They're almost identical, right? But what do we see in the candle behavior? We see a candle, a strong finish past, a bar break is another word for it. So that was my next trade for a 1-to-1 ratio with that candle, and that 1-to-1 ratio was hit here. And now we're switching to the 2-minute chart because we're getting later in the day. We're past that first hour, so we're going to switch to a 2-minute chart for our execution time frame. We go forward in time, and right here the next solution is presented to us at 10:36. Why is it a solution? Because by this time we're going down in our higher time frames, the 1 hour and the 15-minute momentum. Those are still going down. But notice what happened to the 5. The 5 has been in the green for the past couple hours, which means we don't have permission to take shorts yet. We want it to be touching red or expanding in the red. And that starts to happen here, a little bit beforehand, right here. Maybe around 10:25, 10:26. And then by the time this next momentum alignment occurs at 10:36, everything was set up for us to succeed, and we did. Another good trade for the day. The next alignment occurs here at 11:18. Same reason, red or 5-minute is holding into the red. It's tapering, it's showing weakness, but it's still in the red and it's holding. It's not like running away. It's not going like this strong. See how strong this momentum changes? The change in momentum here is very calm. We're holding selling pressure. The next alignment solution that occurred was 11:36. And so far, all of these have been wins, which is insane. Every once in a while, you will get a situation where you get 5 wins in a row. That does happen. And happened today. It certainly happened today. The next alignment that occurs doesn't occur until the 15 flips later on in the day. Right around here, which is 1:20 p.m. That was the next solution for today. But notice we're taking a long trade here. We're going up. Why? Because the 15 has crossed into the green and is expanding upward. Yeah, the 1 hour might not be supporting us, but the 15 is a very important gateway. So once it flips and starts expanding upward, that's a gate being opened. Once it flips to the downside and starts expanding to the downside, that's a gate being opened. So this gate was open, so we go to the 5. The 5 is looking strong. It was showing a little bit of weakness, but it was holding a strong level, very high up there on the histogram, which means a lot of intrinsic momentum for the buying pressure. So we wait for the momentum to flip, which does happen at 1:20. So that was the next trade right there. A lot of good setups today. Wonderful price action today. Setting up for an interesting day tomorrow. And with all of that being said, I will see you in the next one.